All right, so I'll give you a little bit of an update here. This is Concordia 1's team. Up here on the top of the camera, we've got Mr. Love, Mr. Likes, Mr. Thompson, and Miss Love over there racing against Platteview 1 today. Platteview 1 is one of the top-ranked teams in the NSCSA Division 2. They are currently 3-1, and Concordia 1 is currently 4-0. One of Concordia's players from Beta is out on vacation or sick today, one of the two, and so we've got a substitute for Beta who's warming up behind me here, and over here we've got Miss Love subbing in for Alpha. Platteview is hoping to make the races close today, and so are we. So good luck to all the racers from Platteview as well as Concordia. Sky High Sunday is the first course being raced. We'll see how it ends up. Okay, going into lap 4 for Concordia here. Concordia is in top 4 positions. The Daisy player trailing behind in 4th with double mushrooms, won't have any defense against offensive items sent up at them. There's triple reds right behind them, so they are the body block. Okay, so the Peach player falling off the edge of the map. A blue shell is on its way up. The player's up in first place. Have a coin and a banana. It will not make it. Second place is slowing down to Hornet so that third place does not get hit. A very good play there by second place Diddy Kong racer, Mr. Likes. So Concordia takes 1, 2, 3, 6 and takes the lead. So 27-12 after the first race. That was really good, by the way. So you slowing down made sure the blue didn't go first. No, it made sure that it didn't hit them. So that's really good. Good thinking. Sure. Grumble. Map prediction is Grumble. Oh, okay. Hey, Daisy. You get a speed boost on this one. Oh. Yeah, still a half speed boost. What do you call them? Echo characters, right? So here on Daisy's circuit, we'll see how it goes. Concordia's got 2 top positions and 2 rear positions here. A nice little item set right here towards the end should be good for 8th place and 6th place. A single mushroom will let that Diddy Kong take the cut so that they can get a double item set. So we should see that Diddy Kong taking the shortcut, getting horned out right before the shortcut here. But the Diddy's going to get double items here. We'll see what they can pull. The rest of Concordia's racers are up in the front. The Kamek racer, Mr. Love, is just got a lead. Probably, I'm counting out 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. About a 4-second lead against second place. Just watching the mini-map, he was cutting a turn about 4 seconds ahead of the next. So 1, 2, and 4 are pretty far up there. 1 especially. Number 6 is trying their best to make it through. And a shock dodge by 2 of Concordia's players as Platteview comes up in a bullet right behind. That is an unfortunate use of the shock for Platteview. You really want to wait to use that shock till you are not dodging anyone on the other team. Unfortunately, Concordia, with 2 shock dodges, is not really going to be hampered by it. A blue shell coming up. Number 1 going to get hit by the blue, and Platteview is going to jump into first place. Unfortunately, Diddy Kong with triple greens is hitting his own teammate with a little bit of friendly fire. Will he pull triple reds in second? No, Shrooms. He will not be able to catch first place, but Concordia will hit second and third, as well as probably fourth and fifth here. So 4, 2, 3, 5. So 50 points. So Concordia's up 50 to 28. So there we see Plattview's top racers. They do have the potential to pop up into the first place there and hold it, especially if the situation arises with the shock and with dodging things appropriately. But Concordia does have a pretty comfortable lead here, 22 points ahead. This should be a safe coast into a win, but anything can happen here. Okay, Electrodrome for the next pick. A little bit of a draft there out of the Diddy Kong, letting him up into first place with a green shell in tow for defense. Concordia is holding top 3 as well as 6th place. 6th place does not have a defensive item. Looks like Concordia now in top 4 and triple bananas in 4th place. This should be pretty good for Concordia. But it is possible that here at the last cut, Platteview is going to mushroom through the gap here on the inside of these digital piranha plants. We do not see any of Plattview's players taking over 4th place. It does look like Plattview's Yellow Yoshi is hanging towards the back, could be farming for a shock, trying to pull something like they did on Daisy Circuit with the shock with bullets combo with their teammates. Okay, Blue Shell is on its way up, and Platteview has taken 4th place away from Concordia's 5th, who also gets hit by a banana on landing. But they've got a mushroom. They should be able to mushroom through this cut a little bit. Concordia's top 3 is discussing how they're going to be trapping item boxes. So they are setting up to try and hold the top 3 by themselves without the help of the Peach player, who has fallen back into 7th place. But Concordia's top 3, as you can see in the previous 2 races, they are just next level good. They time trial all these courses a lot. It's probably too much, their parents would say. That's maybe true. But it does pay off in these races where they can just gain such a lead. We'll see what 8th place can pull here at the last item set. It looks like the top 3 is pretty set. The Peach with the star pulls another star and a golden mushroom. So Concordia will finish 1, 2, 3, 8. So Concordia is at 75 to 42. And that will guarantee a win here. So they'll race this last course as a formality. But this first Grand Prix has already been decided. with the score of 75, they only need bottom 4 to win it. We'll see how it goes, though. Okay. So Concordia's first and second and third place players again taking the top 3 positions. It looks like first place has about a 5-second lead on second place already. And sixth place, the Peach player with triple mushrooms, barely holding on to the edge of that ice, but now going off as they try to correct. A bit of overcorrection in the steering is to blame there, but she's in good company back there. Plattview's got, again, another Yoshi player in the back, trying to, again, maybe farm for shock. Peach is going to make up some time here in that bullet bill. You can just see that Kamek up in first place has all the cuts down, doesn't need mushrooms to take even the difficult cuts. So his lead just continues to grow, as well as the green Yoshis. Okay, so the second place green Yoshi will be caught up to here after falling into the chasm. First place just entered the water. And Concordia is sitting at 1, 2, 5, 7. Diddy Kong in the back. Okay, Concordia looks like they will get into top 3 positions here right before the end. A couple ball bonks and again into the chasm for the Peach player. Second place getting ghosted. There will be a blue shell that hits them right before the end. That is very unfortunate. Will Platteview take? They're getting redded out. Concordia players left and right. It will be 1-5, 1-5-2, 8 maybe. 1-5-2, 8. And that ending is what you call Mario Kart. So Concordia wins the first Grand Prix 98-58. Congratulations to them, and good racing to Platteview. We'll get the second Grand Prix started here as soon as we can. Looks like Platteview is taking just a moment to talk to their players in between races. And they are ready for Grand Prix number 2. So we'll reset the scoreboard and get the second one going. Grumble Volcano. I say it every time. This is my favorite course in the entire game. Absolutely true. It is Grumble Volcano. Some people say it has something to do with my personality. I don't know. Yeah, like all fired up, grumbly, just angry. I'm looking at that green Yoshi in 4th place. I'm waiting for a good mushroom cut here towards the end. He's drafting up around the yellow Yoshi. Going to use his mushroom after getting bumped into the off-road. So Concordia is, if they have a 1 position towards the front in 2nd place with the green Yoshi, and the rest are towards the middle or the back of the pack. A wonderful mushroom cut there by the Kamek. That is the wonderful cut. It's not all that difficult to do, but it's a little bit blind, and it is fast. Concordia is calling out that they have a shock behind a mushroom, so the opposing team cannot see it just yet. We'll see if they hide that shock until the 3rd lap. If they keep it hidden behind a mushroom until the end. Watch the Diddy Kong, who's going to run it up here in 8th place. He's hoping that he's going to be faster than the people in front of him and be able to make it up a few spots without using any items. At the same time, he's going to be watching that 7th place player. Will he pull a shock as well? There can be 2 shocks in the possessions of the players. He might. Good. He decides to hold the banana so that he can keep the shock hidden. A ghost in front of him will not steal the shock. So the Diddy Kong is making his way up. He's asking when his shock should be used. The opposing team just dropped out of a ghost. They probably should use it towards the end at the last item set, you know. So Concordia did dodge the player in the shock. The Diddy Kong will make his way up to 3rd place by the end. 1-3-5-8. 1-3-5-7. So 22-17 is actually a pretty close race. All right, Mute City. I wish you could hear sometimes the conversation. There's a shortcut right at the end that's kind of difficult to do, and Concordia's #1 racer here on the Kamek is discussing how many out of 24 attempts. There's 4 players, each with 3 races, or with 3 laps. There's 12 attempts, so he's wondering out of 12, and I think he was adding 12 for the other team, how many out of 12 will this team successfully get? The player at the far end was asking, what's the shortcut? So here comes Concordia's #1 player onto the Nisk with the green shell, taking that and hopping. That was a perfect Nisk. Did not hit the off-road at all. So Concordia's got a nice, comfortable lead. 1, 2, 3 with 7 farming items. Third place with the boomerang is pretty strong. He's cycling back to trade a banana for a trail so that he can then trap the double and then take a boomerang. So Concordia is locked in up at the front. I'll try to count out the lead here at the finish line. So 1 and 2 have about a 5 to 6 second lead over 3 and 4. 8th place is making her way back up as fast as she can. She's got a star. She'll be invincible for a while. we'll just keep an eye on that Peach to see what items she pulls here on the third lap. But 1, 2 are, oh my goodness, a bomb getting, the second place player getting sniped by a bomb right at the gap between the track sections, and they get not only bombed but also fall off the edge. And they're getting redded. They're just jumping off at this point. Second place is getting Mario Karted by their own teammate. So Concordia is going to finish 1-6-2-8. We'll definitely watch that later. Because it was 44-34, not as comfortable as a lead as last game. It was 50-28 after 2. But that really was, in large part, a bit of a misplay by Concordia's #1 player. You know, with the bomb, it is a big explosion, can definitely hit the players behind you or wherever, but you want to just throw it off the edge. I think he mistakenly hit an overhang or hit a wall, and it bounced back into second place. So here we go on Waluigi Pinball. This will be good for the Kamek up in the front, as well as the Yoshi up in the front. And if that Diddy Kong or the Peach can make their way into 3 or 4, this will really, really solidify the lead for 1 and 2. Plattview's top players really been doing a good job of keeping up with at least the third place player and competing really, really aggressively with the items there. They're right there. As soon as second place gets hit, they can take that spot, as you've seen in the last 2 races. Unfortunately, Concordia's had enough of a body block with second and third place positions that they can't quite catch first, but Platteview definitely has been battling for second place and racing with that third and fourth place racer. That's definitely something to applaud there, so good job, Platteview. Here on Waluigi, unfortunately, it looks like just the Kamek was able to survive up in the front for now. So Platteview has sort of the middle of the pack spots. And Kamek has no items coming out of the cannon. So second and third and fourth, if they've got any red shells, they could knock that Kamek out. This track is very difficult to come back on. It's a very technical track, so if Platteview has time trialed this one a lot, they could potentially close that gap in the score here and make a good start to a comeback. Concordia's Kamek will get hit. He's trying to wall dodge with that red shell, but unfortunately, Mr. Scooty, it's very difficult to wall dodge with. He's getting redded out again. That's where we're seeing. And a blue shell is also on its way up. And so now Platteview is in first. Concordia holding only second, third, and fourth, which is still pretty good. 2, 3, 4, and 6 at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, and 8, pardon me. The Platteview player will get redded out on the glider in the cannon. That's going to be a slow Lakitu respawn, and that'll bring him back to third place. So Concordia reclaims that top two positions, and they'll outrun the pinball here on the turn. And Platteview, unfortunately, getting redded out at a very inopportune time. Peach player intentionally trying to take out the pink Yoshi with the star. That is some good item play back there in the back there. A blue shell coming up for Concordia. That'll take out fourth place on Platteview and really solidify the win for the top 3 spots here. All right, so Concordia finishes 1-3-2. 1-3-2 and probably 1-3-2 and 6. And it's 71-46. 10 points are guaranteed with bottom 4. So again, this is a win already, but we'll still have to race it. So at the end of this, it could be 82 to 72, or it could be a bit worse, or 81 to 73. But Here we go. Shroom Ridge. Luckily for Concordia, as we were warming up, this was one of the courses that was randomly selected, so this one's been run as recently as 20 minutes ago by the Concordia team. We'll see if it matters. All right. So first place, got a bit of a comfortable lead here and a green Yoshi behind him. The green Yoshi slowing down to make sure they do not get hit by a car and so that they can use that mushroom to take the quick cut. But here we are into the last lap, and Concordia has 1, 3, 4, and 7. Concordia's Kamek throwing a red shell up. That was Concordia's red shell hitting the Diddy Kong on his way up. He was racing down the middle of the track, and that's where red shells do travel. Concordia's 1 and 2, both holding super horns and horning each other. I'm pretty sure one of them is dead set on making sure the other doesn't take 4 first-place finishes this Grand Prix. That is what you get, so he jumps off the edge right at the end. 4th place in a Ghost, going to finish right there in 5th, getting beat right at the end. So it was 2-1, 2-1, 5-8. So Concordia ends up winning 94-62. GG's to Platteview. Well done to Concordia's #1 team, Alpha. Thank you for subbing in today, Miss Love. We really appreciate it. And thanks for everyone that's watching out today. It's good to see you all.